Now, one of the questions that we commonly get is I already sell products on Amazon, but I'm not yet selling them on Shopify. So, could this work for me? Now, the first thing is that if you're doing decent numbers on Amazon, so I would say if your products are doing anything more than $10,000 a month, the first thing is that you're actually going to have a lot of spillover traffic that's already going to be searching for your brand on Google and Perplexity and ChatGPT and things like that. And the reason why I know this is because when my products were doing about $100,000 a month on Amazon, the moment that I launched my Shopify store, and it wasn't even like properly optimized, and it definitely did not have everything that we are now able to build with Revenue Flows AI, my monthly sales on Shopify immediately just from organic traffic were like $5,000 to $8,000 a month. Again, without driving any traffic or anything like that. So for whatever reason, the one thing that you're going to have is that people who are searching and buying your products on Amazon are going to go to Google and search for your product and go to Shopify and buy them. And the opposite effect is also going to happen. You're going to have people who find your product on Shopify and then they might search up on Amazon and they might buy it there. So it's always good to be in multiple channels and be able to be discovered there. Now, the other thing is that on Amazon, there are a lot of restrictions that you have. For example, the increasing fees, the lack of control that you have on the algorithm and the sponsored ad costs and everything like that, which can continue to go up. The other thing is that on Amazon, you've got literally hundreds of listings that are on your product page listing on Amazon that are like breathing down your neck and competing for attention. Versus when you have a Shopify product page, you own all of that attention, that entire product page, the entire buyer's journey from the moment that somebody clicks and comes over to your store and visits your product page all the way to the checkout and even what happens after the checkout. That's the other thing is that on Amazon, you're only making one-time sales typically. Like people come and they buy one unit of your product. Versus on Shopify, with what we do is we like to maximize average order value by building offers, right? Instead of just selling products, you want to be selling offers. So what's really the difference? An offer is an entire stack that you're able to provide to people. It could be bundles. It can be a guarantee. It can have risk reversal with a guarantee. It can have, scarcity built in. It can have countdown timers and discounts and things like that that you can integrate inside of your product page. You can show as many reviews as you want. You're not limited to just 7 images like you're typically able to do with an Amazon listing, like 7 to 9 images. You can push as many videos as you want. So basically, the point is that you're able to control the entire buyer's journey and include as many different conversion elements that you want to create a memorable experience with your brand. And we're able to help you do the entire transition. And what I mean by transition is we're not suggesting that you don't sell on Amazon. You can continue to do that, but you can actually take everything that's working on your Amazon listings already and be able to build out a high converting product page using the system that we've got. And all of the existing data that you have, for example, the winning PPC campaigns that you might have, and any of the existing data that you might have, and also the reviews. So if you've got hundreds or thousands of reviews that you've already worked really hard for over the years on Amazon, we can actually take those reviews and we can put them inside of the product page as well. So right out of the gate, you're able to have a ton of social proof that's able to increase your conversion rates and your average order value and everything like that, right? And we're able to build bundles and one-click upsells and things like that that will again enhance the value of your product. So the first time that I did it, I just want to give you a few examples. I was able to take a product that I was selling for $17 on Amazon, and the orders that I was getting on Shopify from it were more than $100 each. So think about that for a moment, right? For me to make $1,000 a day in sales with a $17 product, I would have to sell more than 50 units in a single day. But on Shopify, because I was getting like $100 plus on every order, just 10 sales, and I was able to hit the same target. Then I took a $29 product that I was selling on Amazon, and I was getting $178 average order value on Shopify. So think about that for a moment. That's 6 times more money that I'm making from every customer. right? Then I actually took a product that I was going to launch on Amazon and I actually completely skipped Amazon and I launched it straight on Shopify. And this product I was able to sell and get a $210 average order value from it. And the beautiful part with this is that my profit per order was like $134 from every order profits that I was making. So the difference is that because you're making so much more money from every order, your profit margins and your profit per sale is significantly higher. I'm talking five times, six times, in my experience, eight times or even 10 times more money that I'm making from every order than what I would be doing on Amazon. So it's an absolute no-brainer for you to leverage this system to take your winning hero SKUs and your winning products and your parent ASINs from Amazon and be able to sell them on Shopify. I was able to take a brand that was doing 100 grand a month on Amazon. And then, I had a listing that just that listing alone was doing more than 100K a month. And I was able to take it to Shopify and turn it into a machine that was actually making me way more money than what I was able to do on Amazon. In fact, at one time when my Shopify store was doing 30 grand a month, my profit margins were significantly higher than what I was able to make on Amazon when I was doing 100K a month. So this is very doable, very possible, and we would love to speak with you and identify exactly which SKUs you want to take that are already doing well on Amazon and be able to transition them into Shopify and turn them into money making machines. It's like you're already sitting on a gold mine because you've got a reputable product with amazing reviews, hopefully. And that product, it's already gold that you're sitting on. And you don't need to launch more products. You simply need to take what's working and take it on Shopify and be able to convert and make money with it right away. Where most people get stuck is selling on Amazon is actually a little bit of a different environment. Actually, not a little bit, it's a different environment than selling on Shopify. And what most people do is they simply copy paste their bullets and their description and their images over to Shopify. They try to drive some traffic and it doesn't work and they throw in the towel and they go, well, I might as well go back to Amazon. But, on Shopify, you've actually got a lot more control, which is both a good thing and a bad thing because most people don't know how to figure it out. That's why they struggle to take their existing sellers and be able to sell them on Shopify. Versus with our system, we actually take care of all of that guesswork, right? Because right out of the gate, you're going to be able to build high converting product pages that are built to convert and turn clicks into instant checkouts. And every order that you are able to get, you're able to make two, three, four times more money from every order than what you're able to do on Amazon. And the rule of thumb that I like to have with products is I like to make at least 2.5 to 3x per order of your product sales price. And what I mean by that is let's say you've got a product that you're selling on Amazon for like $40, right? Then on Shopify, I'm very confident that I'm going to be able to make at least $100 or $120 from every order on Shopify. And that completely changes the game because now you can afford to spend more money on ads and you can acquire your customers. And the biggest thing of them all, you're able to actually own your customers, right? I've spoken with e-commerce brands or Amazon brands that have been selling for 10 years and they're doing millions of dollars a year. And when I do the math, I look at it and I'm like, my goodness, you've actually got millions of customers that you have served over the last, few years or 5 years or 10 years. Imagine if you were able to capture and connect and build a relationship with those customers so that you can sell to them over and over again, right? That is the asset. One of the um, jokes that I like to make with my Amazon business, where I was doing seven figures, is the mistake that I made was that the only thing that I made in that business was money. And that kind of sounds funny, but it's true, right? If the only thing that you're making from a business is money, then you're actually missing the whole boat because you're not like, what kind of assets are you building? When you exit your business, what kind of a payday will you be getting? Like, is that buyer going to want to buy a brand that's just Amazon dependent? Or are they going to want the stability and the reliability of being able to acquire customers and being able to own the relationships with those customers and being able to contact them? So, again, it's not about Amazon versus Shopify as much as do both. And if you're already established on Amazon, then there's no reason why you can't take already what's working. Again, you're already sitting on a gold mine. Take that, it into Shopify, and again, you're going to be able to make three times or five times more profits from every order. And you don't need as many sales as you're making on Amazon to be able to make the same amount of profits on Shopify. It's a completely disproportionately equal game, right? And I would love to discuss this more with you. So if you do have an Amazon brand, or you've got products that are doing more than $10,000 a month in sales, then book a profit audit with us. And on that profit audit, I'm happy to walk you through exactly what your product is. We'll take a look at exactly what kind of orders you can expect, what kind of profit margins you can expect, and how to start attracting sales to these products that you've already got working. Okay, so we'll speak to you on the profit audit call. Let's take your existing winners and turn them into sales machines on Shopify with the Revenue Flows AI system.